Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for issue 7 of New Suicide Squad, Defective Part 3. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those I get to actually read this comic book and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and then come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually read the comic book and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning because as usual, I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically in this comic you have this guy, which we still don't know what his name is, and he's this clone android thing, robot from the previous issue, issue 6. Basically his backstory very quickly. In this run, I don't know if I don't know if he's an old character or whatever. I'm just going off from what they gave us from this issue, issue 6. And basically, New Suicide Squad, they had to invade this factory and blow it up. And in this factory, there's these clone robot antagonists or adversaries, basically. And he was the sole survivor. And this is basically what happens. What happens after he survived. And yeah, basically, you have New Suicide Squad, and they're attacked by the military. Basically, they have military people going after their asses, and it's just very funny in my opinion. It kind of is revealed that the Man Bats are dead. Um, well, basically their heads explode. Amanda Water kills them basically. Um, yeah, basically like that. Blows up their heads because they have the bomb chip right there around their neck or head, or I believe it's the collar, not the collar, or chip, whatever. Aside from that, so basically, this android thing goes crazy. You have the military going after the new Suicide Squad, and for some odd reason, this android guy helps the Suicide Squad. It's not really cleared up. But he seemingly is trying to help the new Suicide Squad. He's not doing his best job at it, but he seemingly is trying to help the Suicide Squad basically. And yeah, and then you have the stuff with Deadshot. If you guys remember a couple of issues back, he was basically incapacitated. So we see what's going on with him. He's still trying to shoot. Make sure he's still a good shot. Yeah, overall it's actually a pretty good issue in my opinion. I do like the series New Suicide Squad. It's a really good issue series in my opinion, and I really do enjoy it. As for this issue, it's actually pretty well. It's your typical New Suicide Squad issue. Has your typical base of has your decent amount of action with your decent amount of comedy thrown in there, dark comedy. And overall, it's very typical of it. Now, after a while, you get used to these type of issues where nothing really, nothing out of the ordinary really happens. You kind of know what's gonna happen, but it's just very fun to read it. It's one of those things. After a while, you kind of expect what's gonna happen. It's gonna be action, it's gonna be comedy. Here you go. It's just the execution that's different every time, but still, it's very well done in my opinion. Very well written, very well art. Very well drawn in my opinion. Very interesting to see this android kind of going all flipping sides every here and there. Because at first it seems like he's gonna be an antagonist for the new Suicide Squad. Then it seems like he's gonna be a friend for them. He's just really weird, but it is pretty interesting to see his standpoint on them, I guess you could say. And then you have the military kind of just thrown in there. The military, they're kind of just thrown in there out of for no reason. I really don't think they had any reason to be in here. They're kind of just thrown in there for more, I guess, more drama. It really seems like, but I do think that if because at first at the beginning of the battle between New Suicide Squad and this android, um, it seems like they're already villains to each other. It seems like there's gonna be some good action, and then you have the military kind of just thrown in there, and then he turns into a, I guess, hero or anti-hero or whatever. And I guess I won't say it's awkward, but it's just weirdly, it's put. I guess the good word is awkward. It's just awkwardly put there. I mean, I guess should be a situation as to why he should turn into a hero if that's what they wanted to do, but or anti-hero. But I just feel like it was kind of rash, kind of rash and kind of just thrown in there out of nowhere because they kind of just do appear out of nowhere. But overall, it's a pretty good comic book in my opinion. Do check it out if you haven't already. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, issue 7 gets into 7 out of 10. Yeah, so that's what I give it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the comic book if you've read it already. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. Follow me on Instagram, in which I post stuff about movies, TV shows, and comics. And aside from that, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.